Well, looky here. Pooch is here. I don't know where Pretty is. Well, I do know where Pretty is. She's probably out back wrestling with the dogs, trying to get them in the house, because before we make our way out here and we leave the dogs alone in there, we try to get them squared away, taken care of, because they know and we know we're going to be out here for a good hour. And them dogs, they're good, but we like to make extra sure they're good. So as I was waltzing out here and ankling out here with our tees, HTO, I could hear baby out there hollering and hooting, trying to get after them. Ignorant dogs. I'd have beaten their tail plumb off if they didn't come the first time. Or better yet, they'd have been out there and they'd have stayed out there. That's how I roll. But Pretty wouldn't let it happen. And speaking of, look who's here. There's Pretty.
Yeah. Hey, there's Leanne. Hi, everybody. Had to go get the dogs. They're stupid.
Yeah, I told him you was wrestling with the dogs.
Yeah.
Baby came in all from work, hungry, tired, crabby, and all that kind of stuff. And then me and baby always know, you don't want to wrestle later? And there's always, well, maybe. Try to get through being tired and crabby.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tired. I worked hard today. Crabby.
Yeah. But always get it. Either her or me. You don't want to wrestle later? And we change real quick, huh?
Yeah. Well, might. After I get done being tired and crabby.
Uh-huh. But baby was ready. Wednesday night is probably like a routine for us. We know we're getting HTO, by the way. HTO.
Think.
Unofficial sponsor, Pretty Pooch. Pretty Pooch, official sponsor of HTO.
Absolutely official. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see who all is in here.
Yep.
See what's going on around here.
Oh, I've had a busy week. Baby even had a busy week day today.
Yeah, so busy.
Baby come in saying she felt like might have been me working or something.
Yep, I put 2 chairs together and moved some tables for our new
furniture.
Yep, we have new furniture for our lobby and
yep. And baby was the one that had to put it all together.
Well, I put 2 chairs together. Another stylist put 1 chair together, and
yeah. I like it when they come at me with that stuff. Hey, you put this together? Do I look like a furniture assembly guy? I'll get somebody to do it, but.
All right. Marianne Bimler was here at 5:37.
Marianne.
Texas Raider, 11:22. Yoo-hoo.
What's up, Texas Raider?
Our new friends.
Yep.
Says, howdy, y'all. And
good to see you in here, sir.
There's Rebecca, touched by yarn.
Howdy, Rebecca. I got to get that calm down ready, too.
There's Brian, Vineyard Farmhouse.
What's up, Brian?
Oh, good. Rebecca says she is blessed because her car is being worked on now.
Nice.
Very
I
nice.
hope it gets fixed and back in your possession, Rebecca. Quickly.
Linda Peterson said, is it too early for bed right now, Tish and Poochie baby?
No, ma'am.
Tired on out right now. Well, if you need to go hit the hay.
You have at it, ma'am.
That's right.
It's quite all right.
We understand. There's Troy Sutton.
What's up, Troy? How are you, sir?
Who else is here? Hey, MT Homestead. Mike and Terry. They say good evening, Tish and Mike. Pretty and Pooch.
Howdy, folks. Be seeing y'all here directly.
Evelyn Newman is in the house. She is painting and listening.
Evelyn, good to have you in here, ma'am. Appreciate you.
There's Beth, BNS Odyssey.
What's up, Beth?
And Sammy, wife of Goat Days.
Howdy, Sammy. Oh, Sammy. Hey, I could use that on her too, actually. Instead of just old mammy. Oh, Sammy.
I don't think Sammy wants to.
Oh, she does. She likes it. I can already tell. Yeah.
There's Peter, Old Man King Homestead.
What's up, Peter? How are you, sir?
He also comes on late tonight.
Sure does.
Susie Jacobson is in the house. She says, howdy, Pooch.
Howdy, Susie. How are you, ma'am?
And there's Leanne Gunther,
Howdy, Leanne. How are you, ma'am?
our prankster friend.
Leanne.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Prankster.
There's Joe Jacobson. He says, hello, prayers and blessings all from Eastern Iowa.
Thank you, Joe, and howdy.
Scotty Lone Cross. He says, howdy ho, neighbors.
Howdy, Scotty.
I think James Hall is in the house.
What's up, James? How are you, sir?
There's Treasure Hunter Neil.
Howdy, Neil. How are you? Neil had him a review video this week on a flashlight. Did you see him put out his review?
I did not. I'll have
Yeah.
to check it out.
He had a flashlight review that he won, and then he gave it a review. So it's pretty good. Way to go, Neil. That was good.
Good
That's
job,
a good
Neil.
review.
I'll have to go check it out.
Yeah.
Jennifer Ocean Homestead, she said she is listening, but she's not watching the chat. She's recovering from the dentist and the numbing is wearing off.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry you're dealing with
Yikes.
that, but thanks for listening in, ma'am. Appreciate you.
Hey, there's Jesse and Lisa, Lazy Days Ahead. They said, howdy, P&P and everybody else.
Yep. Hey, Jesse and Lisa, how are you folks?
Glenn and Shannon Salty Life is in the house.
Lynn and Shannon, welcome, folks. Glad to see you.
Okay, so what's been going on today? Hey, Piggy's Piddles.
Yep, there's Piggy. I was just about to say, where's Piggy? Uh-oh. I done heard my phone go off, too. I'm about to go snag it. But,
your old Sammy says she's exhausted and she's not going to make it long.
Sammy.
Speaking of Sammy, there's your mammy.
Oh, there's another one. Oh, Mammy. What's up, Mammy? Yeah, good old Mammy. Yeah, I need to see what Mammy's up to. I hadn't talked to her in a few days.
Oh, there's 9 Acre Family Farms.
What's up, Dale and Nana? Let me get my phone so I'll make sure I ain't missing another catastrophe like I've had all week.
Hi, Melinda. I'm sure, you know what? It's rare when I am, but when I am, I'm can be a little crabby.
Yeah. She wasn't really crabby.
I just kind of came in and said, I'm tired.
Yeah, but she wasn't really crabby.
Crabby.
Let me see what I got going on here.
Thanks, Melinda. Aw, thank you, Sammy. Gosh, you are so sweet because I wasn't feeling it. So I thought, you know what? This is going to throw a hat on because got some work hair. And you're very sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
We're talking about your hat?
She said I looked cute.
Oh, yeah, babe. Pretty always looks cute, especially when she's wearing a hat. That was one thing. One of the very first things that attracted me to Pretty from the get-go.
Well, because our very first date, I was running very late getting ready. He was coming to get me and I looked awful. And I was like, well, he's either it's going to be okay or it's not going to be okay, which is totally fine. And I thought I'm just going to wear my baseball hat because I don't have time to fix my hair. So,
yep.
And
baby looked cute in her baseball hat. And I was like, oh, yeah, this girl wears a hat. Uh-huh. That's right.
Oh, that's sweet, babe.
Yeah. That sucked me in right there.
All right. Then all I need to do is get a little chew and.
Oh, yeah. If you reached over and grabbed your big old wad of calm down and all of a sudden baby's over there going, ding, be like, oh, yeah, there we go. Want a pinch?
No.
Not right now.
No, later. Oh, my goodness.
I don't think she'd do it if she wanted to. Would you?
No, I would not.
It's a bad habit. I've had this habit too long, and it's a bad habit. Can't break it either.
Okay, wait a second. Whose birthday? Glenn or Shannon? Because it says they say thanks again, Terry and Mike. But I'll tell you, being 56 comes with 56 years worth of problems, and I feel every one of them. Well, happy birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday! And of course, I had my 58 a few weeks ago, and I know what you mean.
Ooh, 58.
Yep, I know what you mean. I feel it too, actually.
Do you?
More and more and more and more. Probably pretty soon. I keep threatening Pretty. Get ready, because I'm gonna be bedridden. Baby's gonna have to do all that dirty work.
Nope. I'm calling a nurse. I'm not doing that dirty work. I'm not doing dirty work. I can't stomach it. I can't.
I could see it.
I'm not
I
even
could
going there
see
because I'll
and
get
hear it
sick.
now how that would go. It wouldn't go well.
It wouldn't. I'd be like, oh my gosh.
I'd be exactly what it would be. Because yeah, she has a hard time stomaching and
Just
dealing with
the smell.
stuff. Yeah, the smell and the dogs, or even even if I take my trip to the back room,
it's awful. It is nauseating to me. So yep, I'll get you a nurse.
Especially if I come straight home from work and beeline.
Well, and especially when he comes home straight home from work and beelines and says, that sketty messed my stomach up. And I'm like, great. Then he's going to be in the bathroom and then
Tore up from the floor up.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, last night I dealt with it. I mean, not the tore up from the floor up, but I had the heartburn attack. I mean, Pretty and I, what time we go to bed last night? It was
9.
Yeah, we were tired. We went to bed at 9, and I thought I was sleeping good till about when I woke up in pain, acid reflux, and all of that stuff. Look at the clock's 11:20, and I'm like, what? So I had to get up, take the Tums, sip of water, and lay there for a minute, and it still wasn't getting any relief. So then I got up, came in the kitchen, got me a swig of pickle juice. If y'all don't know, that's supposed to help, which it might have a little. Then I wound up sitting in the chair in the recliner for a while, and then I just wasn't getting any relief. And I do remember Pretty coming out with the dogs, because those stupid dogs.
I looked at the clock and I was like, where? Well, I woke up a little bit before, a couple of minutes before, and
You heard me hacking and stuff, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I heard him hacking earlier, and then I woke up and I looked at my phone. It was 11:46, and then I thought, did he get called into work? And then I saw the lights on under the door in the living room, and I thought he must be on a work call. Then I go in there, and he's just
sawing logs.
No,
I wasn't really
on your
sawing
phone.
logs. Yeah, I was watching something.
And then I let the dogs out, and then I came back in, brought the dogs back in, and while I was waiting for one, I could hear Mike snoring.
Yeah. So I dozed in the chair for a while, and I had Mister in there with me too. And then I woke up and thought, I need to go to bed. So I got up. I did feel like I could make it in bed then. I went there and got in bed. And, woo! I don't know what time it was, but it sure wasn't that long between then and having to get up and go to work.
Yeah. My alarm went off at 4 because I get up and go work out, and didn't make it. Had to text my workout partner, my sister, and say, I'm not going to make it because I was up half the night with the dogs.
Then, of course, me hacking.
Yep.
It's bad, man. I don't know how some of the folks probably deal with it, but
there's Wanda Henry.
Howdy, Wanda. How are you, ma'am? Dale and Nana.
Sammy says that she loves it when you say, oh, Sammy.
I knew it. See, that's the thing. I got to get something. And
she said, you're right.
Yeah. Oh, Sammy. Oh, Sammy.
Oh, my gosh. It's getting worse.
Hey, I can make all kinds of tones and sounds with it.
Oh, my Lord.
But she's tired, so let her be.
Oh, Linda's sweet. Linda's saying hi to both Wandas. Wanda Sargent, Wanda Henry. Oh, there's Lori's prepping for heaven. She says, hello, everyone. I'm in catch-up mode. She's about 3 minutes behind. That's okay.
It's all right.
We're pretty behind on these comments at 7:14.
Yeah, we ain't too bad. We got to give the voiceovers in there, get them going. Got to let everybody hear the voiceovers of the old mammies and old Sammies. And so, yeah. But man, I want to.
Brian, what?
I was going to say, if folks caught my weekend, because I have worked my butt off this week. I got caught. I was all ready for Saturday, do some chores around here. And lo and behold, Pretty was working.
Yep.
And so I was thinking, all right, I got to do stuff around here. And then I get called. I ran into town to get something. And while I was in town, I was called. And I'm like, dadgummit. And boy, did I have a mess. Some of y'all might have seen, I think I did a video on it, a short or something. I don't remember what I did, maybe, but I had a mess. I had a hot water heater above the ceiling at the hospital up on the second floor, though, that had burst, was steadily flowing water. It was flowing down into the lobby of the hospital. And and of course, nobody knows what to do up there. And especially they didn't have access to the area where this was. So just think, a good hour and 20 minutes for me to get over there. And immediately I had to figure out how to get the water shut off to that suite. And finally I got it shut off. And of course, during all that time, I was done making my calls to people to respond, get a plumber there, get restoration, water recovery there. And there's so much ICRA, just incident reports. I mean, just all that crap. And finally got it handled. But then Sunday I had my day where I could do my stuff. And then lo and behold, today, which I'm still dealing with that over there, but lo and behold, today we had that car fire. Yeah, somebody come in there thumping real hard, and they must have overheated their amp or something. But that Cadillac was toast. It was done, gone. Like, dang.
Bummer.
Yeah, that family was upset a little bit too, but luckily nobody was hurt.
Brian says he said, I'm all tired and ready for automatic mode. LOL.
Uh-oh. Brian. I tell you, Brian.
I love you, Brian, so much.
Knowing that conversation and Pretty filling me in, and then us watching the replays, we were rolling. Poor Brian and went in automatic mode.
Brian, I'm watching tonight just for that.
Yeah, we're going to be on the lookout for automatic.
We sure are. There's Tim Mason. He says hello to everyone.
Hi, Tim.
Oh my gosh. Freaking love you, Brian. You
Yeah.
are so funny.
He don't even know it either, does he?
He doesn't.
Brian, you don't know.
You don't know how funny you are, Brian. Like, I was going back and forth in the messages with Pooch, and just actually before I started reading them to him, I was reading them after you and I finished our conversation that night, and I was just kept busting out laughing. And Pooch was like, "What's going on?" I said, "Brian, he is so funny." And then I started sharing our messages back and forth. We were rolling. It was so funny. Sammy says that her mama had her next set of chemo today, so her heart hurts a little bit. I understand.
Yeah.
To pray for your mom.
Prayers.
And one of my best friends, her dad, they were picking him up from rehabilitation. He had physical therapy, and when they were loading him up to get him to come home, he went into cardiac arrest, and he coded. So, but now she just followed up with us about 30 minutes ago, maybe, and he woke up a little bit
hungry.
A little hungry, and he may be going home on hospice depending on how tonight goes. So,
wow, that's
prayers
crazy
for everybody, because man, you know what? I know that we always get into different conversations, but this one, I don't know. I continue to think that so it's hard. Loss is so hard. All loss is hard. But I wanted to just touch base on so because one of my best friends, or three of us, actually four of us total, we all went to elementary together, and then we went to middle school together, and then we went to high school together. They're the ones that we try to have a girls' trip once a year. We haven't in a while. I missed the last one, I think. But the four of us went to New York together. It's classic. Oh my gosh, the best memories ever. But so I've lost both of my parents, and they were there for me when I did. One of our other friends, she lost both of her parents. One of the other friends, Tracy, she just lost her dad. and her mom's still here. And then my other friend Bridget, whose dad coded
today,
but he's awake now.
and her mother passed
her
a few years ago.
Yes. And some of them have lost siblings, children. And we've been there for each other through them all. But me and one of my friends, Tracy, the one who just lost her dad, we were talking about how different each loss is. Not that one is any less
Easier,
hard.
yeah.
But for me, if I'm being honest, losing my parents, my mom and my dad, I think is been one of the hardest things, I think. And losing Bub, I just dreamt him the other night. I was so happy to see him. That hurts a lot, but it also hurts me more to know how much Pooch is hurting, because it hurts me, and it's just hard. But to speak on the loss of my parents, and not to be a Debbie Downer or anything, but just we were discussing the feeling and how different it is, because for me, aside from God, in my case, I don't believe, and my friend Tracy, who lost her dad, we both agreed that there's nobody in this world that loves you unconditionally the way your parents do, and who you've lived with and who have known you better than anybody else.
Brought you into the world.
Yes. They birthed you, they raised you, they disciplined you, they, guided you. They know your every move, even when you don't think they know your every thought and your move.
They know.
But my friend Tracy losing her dad, she was like, oh my gosh, like I just cannot get out of this funk. And then I saw another video today of a young girl. She's probably in her 30s, early 30s, and she lost her mom recently. And she was like, just commenting on how she doesn't know. She said, I'll be out of pocket for a while because I really, truly don't know how I'm going to get over this. And it's the truth. Like, after I lost my parents, I just thought, losing my mom sent me into a tailspin. And I pretty much dealt with that. Let's say going out.
About like we dealt with Bub.
Yeah. That's why I
hard.
think alcohol is definitely not my friend, because my dad being an alcoholic, his mom being an alcoholic, his dad, his great grandmother being an alcoholic. And I don't know if it's true or not. If it's genetic, I don't know, or if the addictive personality is. I do have an addictive personality, but I will say that the important thing when you're growing up in a home is to discuss feelings and emotions and let your children express when they're sad, when they're angry, because, when we were sent to our room for things, to go to your room if you're going to be crying, or like, we never really talk about anything. And I think suppressing the emotions, and again, I'm not blaming my parents. They did the best that they could. They did. I love my parents so much. I wish they were here, but, they did the best they could, as I did the best that I could with my kids. I'm sure I screwed them up somehow, one way or another, but, I think my parents being gone, they are the people that love you, like I said, next to God, unconditionally. And I love my children unconditionally. There's nothing that my kids can or can't do that would ever take away my love for them. And so I was chatting with Tracy, and, we were talking about coping. And I do believe after my mom passed, I don't think I cried the way that I think I should have, because she was my best friend. We lived a door down. I bought a house a door down from her and took care of her. And I think I suppressed it and then just drank a lot. And then when my dad passed, oh my gosh. And my dad and I weren't extremely close, but just knowing who he was when he was not drinking, and funny and smart, and I wanted to be close to him, that hurt a lot when he passed. And so I think just dealing with loss.
Yeah, a lot of people handle it, their emotions way different. I mean, some go into just shutdown mode. Some
How do you feel like you do? I kind of have a feeling of, well, I saw two glimpses of how you handled emotions. One was when Ben's best friend was killed in a motorcycle accident. That was the
oh
first
yeah.
time you and I had been in the same house together, and that happened. He called you and you freaked out. Like, I was like, can I go? You go. And you were like, I'm going, I gotta go. Like, there was no, you freaked out.
Yeah.
That's the way to
I think
describe it.
I think for that, because that was hard, and I knew at that time Josh,
Yes,
the
Josh.
young man that passed, that was one of Ben's closest friends. One of Ben's friends that actually lived with us for a while. You know, kind of took him in and raised him. So that was tough to hear, because I knew even when he got that bike, I'm like, man, you just don't need to be on this thing.
Mm,
But you know, you can't.
right.
Kids are going to do what they're going to do, and of course, I mean, I myself have, and then Ben, one of his, that group of kids at that time had just gone through so much loss with Josh, with another young man that passed, Cody's mother, and of course then Jill, Ben's mother, and all of. I mean, it was just a lot going on, lot of death, unexpected death
Mm,
in a short period of time, and I think myself, I was at that time, I was more worried for Ben, how he was going to deal with that, being that that was his, like a brother,
mm.
and you know, that was just hard.
Now,
But
had Jill, oh yeah, Jill had already
yeah,
passed.
Jill had already passed too. So, but I mean, for me, and I know a lot of people, and I know Pretty thinks he's hard and all of that. Well, I think for me, with the loss that I have had and gone through, it's hardened me a little bit, and not in a bad way, but you know, I can deal and cope with it. Especially after Ben's loss,
Mm,
because you know, we could have went one or two ways
mhm,
and easily. And then of course me, like you said, and with alcoholism, my parents were not alcoholics, but alcoholism ran through the family a little bit.
mm,
So, um, and I was been known to put them away, and then, of course, other extracurricular activities that I've dealt with in my life. But I've fortunately always been able to set it aside when I wanted to, pretty much
mm.
when I wanted to, and thank God that those times came where I was like, okay, I'm done with that, or slow down with that, and you know,
Yeah, for sure.
and not have any issues. Not everybody's like that, and I know that, but just I feel blessed and lucky that I am.
Yeah. And I think one of the things I was just thinking about this because I have so many conversations with so many people, and it's probably because the kind of person that I am, they're always in depth conversations. But one of my friends just celebrated um, 500 days of sobriety,
Mhm.
and she hasn't had a drink in 500 days. And um, one of the things that is very strange is feeling your feelings, which a lot of people mask, um, and or were raised to, get out of here. Go if you're going to do that mess, go to your room or whatever. And so, I think way you try to mask or hide your feeling because you've never been able to express them, and you think it's a bad thing,
Mhm.
the wrong thing. And again, I'm not saying anything about my parents.
Mhm.
I just think that those kind of my dad sending us to our rooms may have could have planted a seed in you. We don't talk about our feelings, but so when I was talking to my friend who has celebrated that 500 milestone, we were talking about how weird it is when you actually feel your feelings and you don't drink to numb them or to not feel that way. Have a beer, 2 beers, whatever. I need to calm down. I need to take the edge off. Like we used to always say, we're going to take the edge off, and or I need to.
That's how me and Pretty used to say, get the edge off.
Yeah, got to take the edge off.
And we did most of the time, huh?
Yes. But we were talking about how weird it is to actually feel your feelings, which is so weird to say that it's weird to actually feel your feelings. And to go to places and not drink, when you're around your friends that do, and it's not your friends that are making you feel weird, it's yourself that it just feels weird that you're not drinking. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I mean, because I could take it or leave it kind of now, I do like to have my cold snacks, but it ain't a must have where I think I got to go traipsing around with an ice chest full. And by God, it's going to be gone when I leave too. I don't do that no more.
Sammy said that's just what she needed. And that was at 7:07 at 7:31. Holy smokers. Oh no. Linda says she loves that mammy sound.
Oh, mammy. Yeah. I told you that's a trademark, I think, all of a sudden.
Oh, Sammy, you're the sweetest. Oh, thank you. My gosh.
And I'm fortunate enough to still have my parents, but Lord knows how I'll react to that. I mean, yeah, it's going to hurt and be hard, but, I'm old enough and have enough wisdom now knowing that nothing's guaranteed and all of our time is going to come to an end at some point.
I mean, I know that, and I knew that,
but still, that's your parents.
And it seemed like walking into
and see,
a
I don't
grocery store, like people you people don't know what I've been through,
right?
No,
and
it's very weird.
I know I'm sure being faced with the fact that you don't have no one now.
You don't.
Yeah,
I don't have
your
my
parents
mom or my dad. I don't have
aren't
my
here
parents
anymore.
Yeah, your parents are not here anymore.
Uh-huh.
Your family, your mom, your dad.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That actually that's Pooch, something that went into my head a lot after I lost my mom and my dad. I kept thinking, my gosh, my parents, my mom and my dad
are gone.
Are not here. Like, they're gone.
Ooh, that's a hard thing to swallow too.
It's very hard. Hello, Leonard Mountain Homestead.
Hey, Amy, Chris.
Thanks, yeah. But yeah, that I kind of thought about my friend.
Yep, I'm sure there's others out there dealing with the same thing.
But, Lori's prepping for heaven says she cannot keep up with the chat. Me either. Apparently, it's 7:09. I'm on the 7:09 time mark on the chat, and it's 7:33.
Good Lord.
James Hall said he knew a girl in high school who dipped Copenhagen.
Oh Lord, man, I've known a couple that take a pinch between their cheek and gum.
Hey, look at that, Sammy of Goat Day. She says, "I get it, Pooch. Oddly enough, I dipped for a very long time."
Wow,
that's a weird tidbit about me that I don't say much. Sammy.
Oh, Sammy, no.
Sam, did you do the ding?
I bet she did.
That is really funny. She said literally from 8th grade until she was 19.
Yeah, wow. Let's see.
Marianne Bimler.
All I know is I've probably been doing it 45 years. Yeah, 45 years I've been dipping Copenhagen.
You're right, Dale and Nana. You could do a lot worse things than dip.
True. Oh, Lord, yeah. That. Yeah. And thank goodness I'm over all that other extracurriculars. I still like my cold snacks, but I don't, like I said, I don't feel the need to pound them every daggum one of them. It's Pretty used to say, I'd get me a cold snack. Pretty'd say, how many of those you going to drink? And I was quick to respond, all of them. I'm going to drink all of them.
I hated it too. It pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie. I used to think, I can't even say the words. Heather Landskron is in the house. Linda says that she has gone to bed at 5 p.m. before. Hey, it's gotten to the point where like, hey, if you feel like you're sleepy, I'm going to bed.
Yeah. And usually Pretty say, well, I always know it when she says, "Well, I think I'm gonna go in there and go to bed and lay in there and watch something," and it's like 8:45, and I'll be like, "Yep, I think I'll follow you." Just go on in there and maybe watch something off the phone or whatever, and then go to sleep. I can only handle, I don't know, do about 10 or 15 minutes of that, then I'm done. So
If 10 minutes or 15 minutes.
yeah.
There's Derek Fowler, 1973.
What's up, Derek? He was on
Sam,
earlier,
I'm
right before
sorry.
us.
Sammy had a fight with the bed or something.
Do what?
Sammy, she said the mattress came up and just killed her back or something.
Oh,
Pickle
yeah.
juice for heartburn? Heck, I'm getting heartburn thinking about that. Yeah, I thought pickle juice was just for cramps.
No, pickle juice, a little bit of that pickle juice, not a whole bunch, just a couple swigs, little sips or so.
I think he takes that, Dale.
What?
That Ozempro.
I do take Ozempro.
Zimperol, I don't even know.
Every morning. And eat Tums.
There's Regina Fowler. She slid in at 7:13. We missed Linda Peterson. She went night at 7:13.
Not Linda, if you're still listening.
Your mom said, Mike, you don't eat properly and you need to change how and what you eat. So
yeah. I need something.
Hi, Regina.
I need something Mammy made too. Hint.
You're so dumb. There's Evelyn Newman. Hi, Shannon Smith. Oh, it's Glenn's 56th birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Glenn.
Yeah, the kitchen's open over here, Mammy. It's all ready.
Sammy said that she was literally laughing so loud her neighbors could probably hear. That was at 7:14. Look how far behind we are. Holy, I wonder what she was laughing at.
Old Sammy or something.
Joe Jacobson says, at Mrs. Goat Days, tell David to look for little yellow flowers that look like a cousin to violets and eat a few leaves. It's sweet clover, tastes like rhubarb, but works like Tums. Wait, what? We were just talking about the natural dirt.
Yeah.
And soil, and because I was watching a podcast and
on natural food, organic grown.
Yes. And
all
someone
the preservatives
else on here had said that organic only means that a certain percentage of whatever's packaged is organic for them to claim that it's organic. And I was like, what? I've been fooled by that too. You do have to produce your own stuff, but
pretty much.
They were talking about the soil, the dirt, and
they're so full of pesticide and sprays and fertilizers.
What about the dirt out here, though? What do you think? I mean,
it's rock out here.
But I mean, the dirt that surrounds if the rock weren't here.
Oh, well, look at our trees we planted years ago and how slow growing they are. I mean, it's not good soil out here. Not good soil at all. It's all limestone and shale and just rock, petrified rock.
Yeah. But they were talking about dirt, really good dirt, good soil that it's to grow. Obviously, if we ever do, we don't. We always say that, but we don't.
I'm going to get a truckload of fresh, clean, probably mixed with manure.
But how do you know it's fresh and clean?
Usually,
how do you know what they put in it?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a dirt guy, but
go find a dirt guy.
But I bet you can tell by the way the soil is, if it's nice, clean, and filters stains pretty well. I'm sure that's probably good. But then you get dirt that's got the manure mixed in it too.
Well, that's what Joe Rogan was saying. That's why I was watching it. He said that one of his guests said, how come you have 2 jars of dirt on your shelf? And he said, because so-and-so from whatever homestead brought him what good soil looks like. It's got manure, it's dark, it's rich looking, and then the other dirt
brownish like this table and just
light brown,
used up and soaked up with chemicals. And so if we do get our garden, we'll have to have a truckload of fresh soil brought in mixed with manure, and we'll have our garden. Baby can tend to it too.
Nice. Shy. Hey, we need to go find these little yellow flowers that look like cousins to violets and eat a few leaves, babe.
I bet you there's some out here somewhere.
Gotta be.
especially in the springtime. You see them.
Everybody's saying happy
picking
birthday to Glenn.
Picking them and chewing on them.
Yeah. Shannon Smith a long time ago said hello to everybody. Sammy says, "Oh, the laugh I didn't know I needed."
Could have been them old Sammy.
Yeah, it could be the old Sammys.
Yeah, the old Sammy laugh. I'm gonna start doing it now when I see her.
She said that she did watch your job and that you did have a mess. Hey, Bowen.
What's up, Bowen? That was a mess.
He said, "Hey, y'all, I'm here. We can start over now."
All right, Bowen.
Bowen, you know what? And Joe, there's somebody that on Etsy, because I'm always looking to try to find, I don't know what's organic, what's really truly organic, but on Etsy, there's this seller that sells, I bought some clover, red clover, and it's supposed to prevent cancer. Like if you have tea, it's the clover leaves. And
it wasn't that stuff you tried forcing down me, was it?
No, that was
turmeric. That's kerosene.
Yeah, that was kerosene. That was kerosene, all right. Freaking, hey, there's Joe Fixer for you.
Hey, Joe, how are you, sir? Yeah, I think Friday, I'm debating on taking Friday off since I work because Pooch's truck, I think, has developed a possible issue that I'm probably going to have to correct. And I don't want to send it to no shop to get corrected. So I'm probably going to be working in my shop on my own truck this weekend. And I hate the fact if I do wind up, this is the first issue that this truck's ever given me. And man, if I put the miles on it, but may have to tear into it this weekend, Friday. I don't know yet, but, and of course I'll video every step of that and you can see how Pooch fires tools across the shop floor or wherever when he gets bent out of shape about something. I may need Pretty out there to help me though.
I'm good. Bowen, Joe Fix It for you. Joe, did you see my hat? My cute hat that you got me?
Yeah, too bad Joe Fix It ain't over here with me.
Yeah.
He'd help me fix it.
I'm sure. Okay, I'm scrolling. That's still 7:17. Oh my gosh.
Dang. All right, we'll try to catch the good ones though.
Joe says that he prays nightly for the needs mentioned in live chats and other videos, unspoken needs and needs yet unknown. Wow, Joe, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something else that even this afternoon, I don't know what something on the news. Oh, was talking about how it seems like every store or restaurant, anything nowadays where you have to go and end at a cash register, how they're always wanting to ask if you want to donate something, which some of it's good, I get, but I'm more the type that likes to give. And I'm going to say to individuals, because Pretty and I both, we'd be somewhere and we see somebody and we can tell they need some kind of help.
The Lord just moves us to.
And either we get behind them or if we're in front of them. And I know I'm really about this, but I will take their bill. I'll just say, hey, ring that up on mine. And are you sure? And I'm like, yep, just ring it up. And I'll take care of that for them.
Kevin Hiking with Jack Boy says, hello, Mike and Tish. I'm busy, but just stopping in to say hi. And here's somebody else we need to pray for is Melinda Dobson. Everybody loves Melinda.
Mm-hmm.
And she says she's praying for all of her YouTube family. She says she loves us all because it looks like she has no one else.
Oh, I hate hearing that, Melinda.
Oh. Now that breaks my heart.
That does.
Because everybody loves you, Melinda.
Mm-hmm. For sure. For sure. We'll love
yes,
you, Melinda.
God loves you, Melinda. We're praying for you. Aww.
Definitely don't like hearing those kind of feelings.
Yeah, Brian, it's really hard. Really, really hard.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
Wanda Henry said she's lost both of her parents and it is real tough. It is.
Yeah, I don't know how Pooch handled that one.
Speaking of, your mama says Burleson Animal Emergency sent me a footprint of Coco today. What a surprise. Such a beautiful gift.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
She had to put her little
That
doggy
was
down.
that was the last pooch of old Mammy Coco, which she rescued. That was a good pooch for a long time.
Oh, Marianne. She said her mom died a day before her birthday. She was 69 years old. She passed away right in front of us.
That's tough. Although
Sammy went night-night. That was a long time ago.
I hope I'm with my parents when their time comes.
There's Josh, Sherman's Family Farm.
Hey, Josh, how are you, sir?
Good to see you. Hope you're doing okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep, sure do.
People are sending prayers for Sammy's mom for sure. And Sammy, because it's hard.
Yeah, it is.
There's Josh. And Melinda, we'll be praying for you.
I don't know if Josh is still out on the road a lot or not. I haven't been able to catch up with Josh lately.
I text him. I don't want to bother him too much, but I do because I don't want to be
all up in his biz.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not. I just always want to check and make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
So, but he's driving right now. He says, "Hello, everyone." He's driving, so you be careful, Josh. That's
Yep.
right, Lori. No texting. Lori's prepping for heaven. Says. Marie says, "Safe travels." Hey, my wild home.
Howdy, howdy. I was hoping to go do some camping this weekend, but I don't know with the truck thing. I may have to resort to dealing with that. Unless I get after it Friday when I'm off, then I can go Friday night if I get it squared away.
You sure can.
Take an overnighter somewhere.
Melody and Ryan, it's good to see you guys. I'm glad you're here. Welcome in.
Yep. And Thanksgiving's right around the corner. Me and Pretty can't wait. We're going to go down to Fredericksburg. I think we let everybody know that last week, but yeah, I'm ready to go somewhere. I know Pretty's ready too, huh?
I am. I'm ready. That's right, Regina. The need to and want to put certain things down are two different things. Mm-hmm. You're right. The need to and the want to.
Yeah.
We were talking about drinking and numbing.
Yep.
Wait, hold on one second. Let me think. I got to dissect this
and that was,
Regina.
I know when I was dealing with Ben and his addiction, and one of my preaches to him was always, and I know it's cliche kind of, it's all in your head, and but I always looked to him and gave myself as an example that always said, hey, if I can do it, you can do it. If I can give up things that I was doing in my younger days and to cold turkey stop and just say, well, pretty much just say I'm done with it and not do it anymore. And I know everybody can't do that, but that was always my big kick. And my big preach was, if I can do it, you can do it. And it's all in your mind and head. You got to want to. And I had the want to. Yeah. And did it. Just like dipping in snuff. I should have quit that long ago because I've had lip cancer and had a third of my bottom lip cut out from it, but I don't want to. I don't want to give it up right now. Maybe later, who knows, but I just don't want to.
Let's see. James Hall says, thankfully 17 years last month after 30 years. Joe Jacobson says, going to a bar and having a soda instead of a stiff drink may feel a bit weird at the time, but it feels. You're exactly right, Joe. I mean, I say I'm serious. I'm not even the one that said it, but that is the truth. You feel so much better the next morning. Yes. I had to get over that feeling weird, having my soda. I don't know. I just felt awkward. But that was me trying to deal with my own feelings about everybody's drinking and I'm not. And I feel dumb, but it's not dumb to not drink. I just felt like I'm awkward. It did. It felt very weird. But yes, Joe, the next day, I just felt so good. So good. So good. And I'm so happy that I don't.
Yeah. Even like with you and I, sometimes I say, I want to cold snack, and Pretty will say, "Get you one," And then at first, when she quit, it wasn't awkward, but it was more of, I don't want to drink in front of you, and have my beers. But also now I know too, and she doesn't mind if I do, but I don't get stupid
Yeah.
with her in front of it with it either. So
And
I think she trusts me now.
I do now.
with
And that's why I say you should go get you one. Whereas
Yeah.
before it was like,
Oh,
how
one
many are you
another.
going to drink?
Yeah.
Because it was awful. I hated it.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, you should, babe, because he doesn't. Yeah, because I trust him.
Yeah.
So, yep. Okay, another person you guys need to add to your prayer list is Josh Sherman, because he said the worst feeling is knowing you don't have your parents, but they are still living. And that breaks my
That's
heart.
hard one. Yeah.
Makes me super sad. Josh, I pray for you all the time. I do. I don't know why.
And we're here for you
constantly
too.
on my mind. And yes, we are here for you. And I know it's not the same,
No, but
and
we're here.
We're here for you. We are here for you. We love you.
Yep.
Let's see here. Melody says, I felt like that too after my dad died. We went out to dinner and people around us were laughing and talking. And I thought, how can you all laugh? My dad just died. Yes, it did.
It's another prime
really
example.
did.
People don't know what their neighbor or person next to them is going through.
Exactly. Because when I walked into the grocery store to get cereal for my children, I just thought,
why am I here?
Yeah, I hate being here. I don't want to be here. But I have two small children at the time, and I have to get cereal. We were out, and it was the weirdest thing. I
remember the first time Ben and I, when we went shopping.
Yes, Derek.
To the grocery store after Jill had passed, and we both were in there just aimlessly wandering around, and we wound up both just leaving, not getting nothing.
Yeah,
because we was like, I don't even know why we're here.
Yeah. Yeah, and one of my mom's favorite places to shop was at Dillard's, and I guess it was Christmas, May, June, July, August, September, November. So yeah, it was quite a while because she passed in May, and I just creature of habit. I parked at Dillard's parking lot, and me and the kids walked in, and I said, "I'm sorry, kids, I can't be here. I gotta go." And they're like, "Why, mommy?" They were little, and I was like, "I can't. I just can't be here." Derek Fowler, yes, this happened too. He said, what's rough is when you need advice and think, wait, I'll call. No, wait, I can't. I did that a million times. It was awful. Texas Raider 1122 said, I had to change from Copenhagen to Grizzly due to the price.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I remember paying 72 cents a can way back in my early career. Now it's like 6 something a can. And I usually get it by the roll or pack. So I try to avoid buying it individually.
Regina Fowler says December 1st will make 20 years Mama has been gone, and October 22nd made a year. Oh my gosh, that her daddy's been gone. I feel like an orphan sometimes. Regina, that's the perfect description. But they loved me and they knew they were loved by me. Yes. Yes. Yeah. My Wild Home says to Derek Fowler, yes, I hate that. Miss them both so much. Would love to speak with them just once more. And then Josh said that he's been going through that his whole life, but not because of his choices. I understand that.
Man.
Derek says he still has his mom, but sometimes I would really like to talk to Dad. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to say that too, that whenever, and everybody gets in fights, but whenever Pooch and I get into disagreements or arguments, the first people that I want to run to are my parents. And several times I've left here and gone to the cemetery and just sat there and talked to them. And it's just like, and I'm not trying to, your parents love you unconditionally. And those are the people that I would run to. And,
of course,
when Pooch and I get in fights, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I wish my mom and dad were here. You just wish they were here. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're into the dirt, I think. Brian says food products are allowed to have a certain percentage of bugs and rodents in it too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure all of it's got it anyway.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry. My wild home says to Derek, you're blessed to have her. I lost my mom 9 years ago on December 5th. Sorry. It's hard. Sorry. Piggy says, Pooch, get some dynamite, drill some holes everywhere, a good bit down, and flip the switch. You'll have some dirt. When we were talking about dirts.
Uh-oh. Look what Mama said. Look
She
what
said-
old mammy.
She said, what do you want me to think about cooking, Mike?
Hey, you know me. I never was picky, Mama.
Sick. Neil said that one cookie company went out of business because a rat hair was in their cookies.
Ugh.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh, MT Homestead said you can come to our place. We have 2+ acres of black gold dirt.
Well, I'll bring the dump truck and load up. Mike still have blue?
756.
Before he gets rid of it, before y'all move to Texas, I think I don't know what they're doing, but I'm sure they're prepping to do something in the not too distant future.
Laurie's prepping for heaven says, I lost my dad in 72 and my mom in 2002. I still miss them both like crazy, even after all the fights we had over the years. They were mostly my own fault because I was a snotty little twitch.
Yeah. I think that's probably one of the hardest. I mean, and I haven't experienced yet, but I can see it being when your folks are gone. That's when you probably realize I don't know it all. I thought I knew it all, but I don't.
Your mom said that pickles is just for cramps in your body.
Well, I usually take a good swig of it and it does kind of gets rid of that taste in the back of my throat.
That's true. That's true, Derek. Wanda Henry, she went to bed. Her grandson was sleeping over. That was at 7:42. I'm sorry, Wanda. My Wild Home says, oh, how wonderful. My mom lived with us too. She was 5 weeks away from 90. It is a gift to have them near. She was sharp as a tack too. Didn't even wear reading glasses. Couldn't hear. Wow, 90 and didn't wear reading glasses.
Wow.
Amy.
I think old mammy might be here soon too.
Amy, Chris, Leonard Mountain Homestead. I didn't have the best relationship with my mom in the past few years. I barely talked to my daddy, but spoke to him more. I lost my daddy in May this year. Now my mom and I are slowly talking.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Sorry, Amy. And I do remember that time for you.
Thanks, Heather. She said, nice hat, Pretty and Pooch. Great to see you both.
Thank you. I'm sitting here thinking I meant to throw it in there earlier back when Brian was talking about he goes into automatic mode, which Brian will be coming up here at 9 o'clock here in a little bit. But remember when he said, and he was in his video, and when he goes, that's where I was focusing in on the outlet, the plug, the wall.
Yeah, but I don't know that he wants all his secrets out. Josh Sherman is in Wyoming now. Wow. Hey, there's our Louisiana Life.
Howdy, folks. Welcome in.
Melinda, we all love you. Everybody loves you, Melinda.
And all you folks still listening, if you hadn't, FBC, I'll drop your link.
Joe Jacobson says he lost both birth parents and some step parents too. It's hard.
Yeah.
Trey, our Louisiana Life.
What's up, Trey? Welcome in.
Yep, it's time for us to go.
It's 1 minute till, but
oh, Nana says her daddy passed away 2 days after Christmas 31 years ago. Her mom passed away 4 days before Independence Day.
But folks, I hope y'all tuned in to some of these other channels that were on earlier this afternoon prior to us. Of course, we know Amy at Leonard Mountain Homestead was on earlier. She was on Tuesday afternoon, and Derek Fowler 1973 was on as well prior to us coming on. Most Wednesday nights they're on there. And then of course you had 3 Mississippi that was 7 to 8 or 6 to 7 as well. Pretty Pooch, yours truly here, 7 to 8. 8 o'clock is going to be, which is right now, Mike and Terry over at MT Homestead, followed by Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse from 9 to 10. And then Peter at Old Man King Homestead will be wrapping it all up tonight. And y'all caught us Sunday. You never know. We might pop up again sometime when we take a notion.
Saturday, this Saturday, oh my gosh, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm interviewing Christine Gillum from Gillum, Mrs. Gillum Farms, Johnny
and Christine Gillum?
Yep. But I'm interviewing Christine, and I should have said that earlier.
Oh, you
it's
should
8
have.
o'clock. Oh my goodness. But I'll make a little short and we'll get that up. But tune in this Saturday. Oh my gosh, this Saturday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm interviewing Christine, Mrs. Gillum's farm. She's going to be sharing her story. So I look forward to seeing you then. And I'm sorry for everybody that we didn't say hi to, because I see Gypsy Trails, Bar Run Forge is here, stitching it up, capturing country. Live says, hey, y'all, that was at 7:51. Oh, my word.
Get y'all folks in here. Yeah, we were dragging and chatting. But yeah, don't forget, No Judgment here with Tish Ross Saturday night. Christine, Gillum Farms, be on there with her.
Absolutely. We love y'all. I'm just going to go through some of these. If you're still here, I don't know.
If you're still here, feel free to jump on over. We want to look at the chats that we missed, but Mike and Terry are on the air right now.
Louisiana Life, if you're still here. Gypsy Trails, if you're still here. Hello.
Gypsy Trails.
Stitching It Up, Capturing Country Life.
Hey, that
is new.
That's a new one too.
Welcome in. I'm so sorry.
I hope they typed FBC, because we didn't broadcast that tonight. But always FBC will drop the links when you're new here and let the other folks know about you.
Trey, our Louisiana Life said, hey, Nana.
We'll be right back. It should kick in, hopefully. There we go. What happened? Our picture got lost, but we're still here. I don't know. It just lost
accidentally
something.
Kicked something down here, I think. It's down here.
Pretty kicked something?
Yeah.
Well, keep going. I'll see if I can get her back.
Let's see, Teresa Jukowitz. I have my mom in my front yard. She purchased the gold trader and set it in her front yard. I don't have to walk very far to get to go see her every day. Oh, that's sweet, Teresa.
Don't know what the heck happened.
I don't know either. I kicked something. I'm so glad that Stitching It Up, Capturing Country Life is here. I'm so sorry. Nana's daddy has been gone 30 years and her mom has been gone 23 years. It is hard.
I don't know what happened. We lost our camera feed. Cinder blocks there.
Troy at Bar Run Forge says, I understand all those thoughts and feelings. However, at some point, we have to be the source for others in distress. That's right.
Anything come back yet?
Nope. This is the month dedicated to our deceased family and friends when we go to the cemetery and pray for them.
We're in the dark now.
When I have a funeral for someone who was a rock to folks, I always ask who's up next.
Get that. See if that'll. There we go.
And everybody's gone.
I think there's 9 folks still here.
Hey, making it home. Hopped on in.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in, making it home.
9 folks.
Gypsy Trails says we had a couple of suicides in the family last year. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry.
That's rough. That's how I lost my first wife to suicide, actually.
Dreamland Soundscapes.
Who?
Dreamland Soundscapes. Stitch here again from my other channel.
Nice. Well, welcome in again if you're still here.
Rebecca Touch My Yarn said her mom was 92 when she passed, and her mother was 91 when she passed. Oh, wow. Yep. Everybody's hopping out.
Yeah.
Well, we love everybody. We hope you guys have a good night.
appreciate all you folks. And like I said, we're just here catching the chat that we didn't get to.
God bless everybody.
Yeah, prayers for everybody that's in hurt or dealing with their own issues in their family. But
Brian said, "Watch it, Pooch." Yeah,
I'm
not supposed to give all that. No, you.
I thought you said watch it, Pooch, for kicking the camera off.
No. Good night, John. Love you
I have my
guys.
eye
Love
on you, though. Yep.
Y'all have a good night.
Appreciate all you joining us.
Everybody needs a friend named Pooch, and they call him Pooch. Everybody needs a little pretty in their life, and I'm his
She's
pretty.
my pretty. There you go. Way to go, babe.
Bye, Heather.
We didn't get that thrown in there.
Uh-uh.